My beautiful souls, welcome to another daily read for Friday or thereabout. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, but we're going to pull a couple of these nature oracles and see where the reading takes us. But between the last attempt and this attempt, I was drawn to this message in the inside of the box. Basically, the beginning part of which saying, discover the magic of communicating. So I feel it's a day, whereas I'm being shown a vision of the Eight of Wands. There's a focus, maybe even the center point of the day, with everything else stemming, from it or surrounding it, is going to be communicating. Anyways, to begin from this nature deck, for this day, we're beginning with the Rainbow card, Beauty, and the Mountain card talking about intention. So they're saying there's a beauty that we're going to highlight in regards to your intentions, okay? Intentionally taking care of your beauty, intentionally watering, as I'm being shown the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, watering this and that of importance otherwise within your world, being responsible, but then finding a bit of pleasure here and there in the midst of which. And I really feel there's a sense of independence and maturity about your energy throughout this day, as that was stemming from an image that I was just given of a cat, all right? I know they do, represent and speak upon independence, but I really feel there's a rebirth that a lot of which onto the reading have been, or more so beginnings to go through, feeling like a completely different individual, a different version of yourself, a more mature and advanced individual, somebody who doesn't want to feel like you did in the past, or at least not fully. There's a sense of other people's intentions being highlighted as well. And I really feel you're going to be so well spoken, well communicated even too throughout this day, that leaves you with success. It leaves you with clarity coming through. It leaves you with a better understanding of the beauty that lies ahead, all right? The mountains that you've overcome have set you up for ease, comfort, and success moving forward. If you think about certain mountains that you've had to overcome, climb, and then even proceed to climb and overcome another one. If you didn't have those difficulties, experiences, roadblocks, and obstacles to overcome and deal with, even cope with, then you wouldn't be as strong during this current period. You wouldn't be the mature, advanced, I'm hearing diligent, responsible individual that you are at this time. Look at this, the voice card. Your voice is of true importance, and this day highlights that. Maybe even reminds us to other people and yourself, but the awareness of this, the value of this is growing when it comes to other people's perception of you and your voice, when it comes to even your own, in regards to yourself. But it's a day where you can't help but find your thirst for, your craving for life itself is taking an increase. You want to live your life more so. You want to embrace the current day reality at hand. And they're saying, think about your choices and let that heal your soul, okay? Let it heal you in general. Because I sense that, it hasn't been the easiest ride for you up until this point, but it has been a purposeful one regardless. And there is a highlighting as well on your balanced way about going through life, and your adaptability is definitely taking a highlight as well. Let's release the negativity. Somebody needs to cleanse their energy due to something that they were wrapped up with or occurred on Thanksgiving, okay, or maybe a little bit earlier than that. But what else do we have from the Gilded Tarot? Moving on to the Nine of Pentacles, I do typically think of the word independent or independence when the Nine of Pentacles comes through. And, going back to, if you remember me getting the image and mentioning independence due to the image of a cat, you know what I'm saying? Geesh, we get, I don't know why I just said geesh. We get quite wordy with these readings. But yeah, you're feeling at certain points quite statuesque, very bold and brave and courageous, but then wanting to strategically shift forward and not risk more roadblocks, more difficulty, a sense of lack for some, restriction as in being shown the Eight of Swords. We almost don't even need the tarot cards as I'm getting all of these tarot card visions coming through. But they're saying you don't need to over strategize. You don't need to over contemplate, be so overly cautious to the point of not living, not making a choice of importance even. Therefore, potentially creating or transitioning into a state of procrastination. You know what I mean? They're saying your intuition paired with selectively the spiritual guidance and answers, clarity, messages of importance coming through. Things will happen and fall into place as they're meant to. There's no need to force it, okay? Or be afraid of what lies ahead, because it feels like certain endings have made you question yourself at certain points, right? Certain endings, rewinding back, have made you a little bit, if not fully, fearful of beginning again, or regardless of what situation, area of life that pertains to. But they're saying we need to, again, going back to that healing card. Ooh, I just split it right to the card. We need to heal from the past, release, and remember what we've been through again has prepared us and is going to assist us with our bright future, new beginnings, and continuation of importance. And it's not something that we should allow to hold us back. You know what I mean? The Nine of Cups. Because it feels like there's a wish fulfillment for you that you've been asking for, maybe needing and or wanting more so for a bit now, and it's around the corner is the message coming through. And so this is a day and surrounding it where it really feels like Spirit is preparing us in these ways that we've been speaking upon to be the most healed new version of yourself, stepping into embracing the natural organic sparking of this wish fulfillment, again, regardless of what kind of wish fulfillment it is for you. I'm hearing we're preparing you, and I did get the message as well as an image pairing with it quite nicely of we're turning the page, okay? Or it might more so feel like in general you're being prepared and preparing yourself and your world to turn the page in the near future, around the corner, okay? 733, look up the angel number meaning, 733. We also have the Three of Wands and the Moon card on the board. Somebody drawn to the reading is a bit emotional and you just can't pinpoint why. It's because you're not you're not fully healed, right? You're not the most healed version of yourself at this point, but with what you've been through, with all that life keeps throwing at you and that you have to deal with, who would blame you? You know what I mean? But it simply feels like there is, okay, yeah, we're preparing you to fly, all right, towards a hell of a lot more. But I also feel the Moon card is coming through talking about certain levels of mystery, not that full, clear understanding, but as a day where you're getting a little bit of clarity here and there, from Spirit, from your intuition, from a bit of reflecting even, and experiencing the present day reality. To the point where you then can release and heal even more so once again, and then move forward, look forward with confidence, all right, and a more courageous way of being. Thinking back to when I was saying that you're feeling bold and statuesque and courageous, they're saying you may not start the day off feeling fully or all like this, but we will transition you, transform the energy of the day to that point, all right, that state of being. But I do feel like there is at times a bit of an overly protective way about you, but you don't really feel like you have another choice, right? Or it just naturally comes to be, or both. But they're also saying on a different level, a different message, please protect your energy when thinking about this and that from the past, when navigating forward, when just living your life throughout this day. All right, let's wrap up this reading by saying this is meant to be a day that heals you, prepares you, and pushes you forward in the best way possible. All right, so I hope this was truly helpful. A ton of love and light.